You're watching BTV News, Iowa's #1 high school news show.
Hello, Boone High, and welcome to this week's news show. I'm Tanner Frost.
And I'm Justin Elsner. We here at Boone TV hope you had a great break and are excited about what we have in store for you for the second semester.
Without further ado, let's get into this week's buzz at BHS.
BHS senior Amanda Brown has developed a passion for other parts of the world.
Boone TV's Emma Toms caught up with Amanda and has more on her unique bond with Korean culture.
There are a lot of different countries in the world, and senior Amanda Brown was lucky enough to visit one of them. She traveled to South Korea for a time this past summer. Amanda has been learning how to speak and read Korean for a long time now.
I went to South Korea because I've been learning the language for about 4 years now, and I really wanted to immerse myself in the culture fully. So me and my mom went for 2 weeks in June, and it was a great time. We did all the sightseeing, and we tried all the food and just really tried to experience the culture, and it was a great time.
She learned a lot about the culture of South Korea and the history of the country.
My favorite part of going to South Korea was, just being immersed in the culture. Like all the different sort of cultural aspects of it. We went to the palaces they have there and different like Buddhist temples and trying all the traditional food and saw traditional performances. And it was just really interesting because America doesn't really have all that because we're such a newer country. So it was really great to go somewhere where they had all the cultural fully that's processed over thousands of years.
Amanda visited one of South Korea's biggest cities, Seoul.
It was very interesting because Seoul, it's a really big city, like kind of the ones we have here. So they have the intricate subway and train systems and bus systems. So I've never really been to a big city like that. So it was very interesting to try out all the different transportation they had. So that was really cool. There's lots of people, and it's a heavily populated city. So it was just cool just seeing all the people there and all the different stores and food and cultural aspects of it.
Amanda would like to go there again, which is why it is in her future plans.
I plan to go to Iowa State. I am going to major in journalism and mass communication and minor in digital design and Chinese. So I want to learn yet another language, which I'm very excited about. But after college, I would like to go to South Korea to teach English. And then after that, I would like to make documentaries.
Amanda loved going to South Korea and cannot wait to travel again. This has been Emma Toms from Boone TV.
From one Amanda B to another, junior Amanda Bryant also has developed a passion for many things.
Our very own Zach Shepard has more with the feature.
Amanda Bryant is one of many students in Boone High School with hobbies that makes her an individual. Amanda's hobby of cooking came about after watching a popular television show.
When I watched different shows, like cooking shows like MasterChef and different shows like that, it just made me think I could cook anything. I cook Italian food, especially lasagna. I like to cook Mexican food as well, especially tacos, because I love tacos. And I like to bake, especially like cupcakes and different things like that.
Amanda works for a company known as Perfectly Posh.
Perfectly Posh is a pampering company, and I am a consultant for Perfectly Posh. We sell different types of body lotions, hand lotions, scrubs, lip scrubs, all different types of things for your skin. I like to take pictures for photography. I like to take pictures of nature, especially in the sunlight. It makes them look different than how they look in real life.
Amanda earns praise from her teachers like Mrs. Mach because of her initiative to take her projects by the horn.
Whenever I have them do a project, she always goes out and she really uses her imagination and excels in taking my project to the next level.
From Boone TV, I'm Zach Shepard.
Mrs. Albert's drama class had the opportunity to host some special guest speakers.
Here's Jimmy Bouston with more on this unique experience.
To provide her drama class with a full understanding of all the ways that they can be involved with theater beyond the stage, Mrs. Albert brought guest speakers in from colleges across Iowa.
Over the course of the semester, many students expressed the desire to study drama once they go on to college, and so I wanted to bring in a variety of guest speakers so that they would understand that there's lots of different roles that one can play in drama and not just necessarily acting on the stage.
Former Boone graduate Emily Carey came to speak on behalf of Simpson to show ways she continued drama past high school.
I came to the class to talk about the different things that I've done in college and about different experiences that I've had and looking for a career in the arts.
On each day, the speakers talked about different ways you could pursue theater throughout your life.
Yeah, I think some of our most dynamic speakers were our last two. Bill Hitt, also a former Boone High grad, talked about his role at the Des Moines Performing Arts Center and how he deals with marketing and getting people to donate to the Des Moines Performing Arts. And then Chelsea Truckenmiller came in with her co-producer, James, who is from California, and they talked about this TV show that they just recently finished filming here in Des Moines area and all that they do in their careers, which still involve being involved in drama.
This has been Jimmy Basted from Boone TV.
Both Toradora basketball teams entered the winter break coming off big wins.
Looking to stay hot, both hoops teams hit the court this past Tuesday night against the perennial power Dallas Center Grimes.
BTV's Corbin Waffle and Justin Elsner have more on the big night.
After a week off, the 8-1 Boone Toradors were back in action at home against the 5-4 DCG Mustangs in the Kate Shelley Fieldhouse. To begin the game, both teams' offense were stagnant as neither team could seem to score. But towards the end of the quarter, junior Claire Sandvik scored multiple times in the paint, putting Boone out in front 12-7. In the second quarter, Maddie Danner had a quick score down low. However, the Mustangs started to come back, cutting into Boone's lead. Heading into halftime, the Toradors had the lead 19-14. In the second half, DCG closed the gap with multiple drives down low, while also displaying stellar defense, holding Boone to only 10 points in the second half. In the fourth quarter, the Mustangs outscored the Toradors 20-4, securing the win with a final score of 29-44. From Boone TV, I'm Corbin Waffle.
This past Tuesday night, the Boone Toradors looked to continue their success on the hardwood as they took on the Dallas Center Grind Mustangs at home. Boone started the game by attacking the paint, but the Mustangs answered right back with the same tactic. Later in the quarter, the Mustangs were in search of a basket when Tyler Cooney sank the three ball, pulling DCG back within one. On the last possession of the first quarter, with the time winding down, Ethan Lewis drove into traffic, then dished to Lane Losh to give Boone a 2-point lead. DCG started the second quarter by going on a 7-2 run, but that ended quickly as Boone regained the lead later in the quarter on fast break points. Going into halftime, the Toradors led the number 2 team in the state by 2 points. In the third quarter, Boone's offense was resilient as they had many second chance points. On this play, Dresden Wilson dished to Ethan Lewis, who was just short on the three, but Lane Losh was there to clean it up with the tip-in. The Toradors started the final quarter with 5 quick points, but DCG's guard Jordan Humphreys answered back with a deep three, silencing the crowd and Boone's momentum. The Mustangs went on to take the W, which kept their perfect record intact. The final score for the game was 50-56. From Boone TV, I'm Justin Elsner.
The boys swimming team was back in action this past Tuesday night as well, taking on powerhouse Des Moines Roosevelt.
Boone TV's Jason Mui took in the action and has your recap.
On Tuesday, January 3rd, the Toradors hosted the Des Moines Roosevelt swim team in a dual meet. The meet was kicked off with a 200-yard medley relay, where the team of Braden Biersner, Cole Harper, Devin Baldus, and Reese Powell finished first with a time of 1 minute and 48 seconds. 2 races later, Boone got another first-place finish with Cole Harper in the 200-yard individual medley. Following the IM, the Rough Riders would end up placing first in 7 of the 8 remaining races. Despite the lack of wins, the Toradors were able to keep the score close due to several second and third place finishes, causing the meet to come down to the final event. Roosevelt would end up placing first in the final race, giving them the victory with a score of 88-82. The Toradors will travel to Ames on Thursday, January 12th for the next meet. This has been Jason Mui from Boone TV.
Sydney Woodruff and Anna Olson did some next-level research over break just for you.
Let's see what they came up with in their segment in 60.
I'm Anna. I'm Sydney. And this is In 60. This week, we will be giving you a few ways to make your winter exciting and fun.
Here are 2 exciting indoor and outdoor activities for winter.
First on our list is building a gingerbread house.
Gingerbread houses are fun to make and also provide a tasty treat.
You can pick up your supplies at your local Walmart.
Second on our list is ice skating.
The new outdoor skating rink in Boone provides a fun-filled day with friends. Plus, ice skate rentals are only $2. And there you have it. Do you agree with our choices? Tweet us with your favorite winter activities. See you next time on N60.
Thank you for joining us for this week's news show. We'll be back next week with all the latest news, sports, and entertainment.
Just a friendly reminder that you can connect with us at BooneTV.com. While there, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to us on our YouTube account.
And now, make sure that you stay safe,
stay tropical,
and we'll see you next week, Boone High.